Welcome to another episode of Law Dog Corvette. Today we are going to be adjusting the emergency brake. Now, you can see that we have our 1974 Corvette already up off the wheels and the rear calipers are exposed. Now, there's basically two ways to do this. There is what I'll call the right way, and then there's the way that works. The way that works is you go up underneath the car. All right, so up underneath the car, this is where the emergency brake cable goes to its leveling bracket. And then, of course, this cable will route up under there, around that pulley, and then to the emergency handle. So when you pull the handle, this goes forward, thus pulling equally on these wires. So one of the ways to adjust your emergency brake is actually loosen this bolt and move this thing forward, thus putting more pressure on these wires. Now, that may be your only choice if your emergency brake is old and seized. But if your emergency brake is brand new, just like ours, you actually adjust it up over on the hub. So let's come back out. All right, since we have completely redone our rear suspension, we put all new or remanufactured brake calipers, and we did a whole new e-brake system inside. Now, unlike modern cars where the e-brake actually just mechanically closes the calipers, on the Corvette, the e-brake actually looks like a drum. It actually sits inside this, inside here behind the rotor. The way you adjust it is right here. If you look carefully in that hole, you will see, can we get it? Yeah, there it is. That little gear. It's actually right in there. And what you do is you put, let's see if I can do this while holding the light. You put your screwdriver in there and you grab a hold of one of those teeth and you push it up. Now, you're gonna do that until you can no longer turn the wheel, all right? So right now, I can turn the wheel by hand. That's okay. So what we're gonna do is once you turn the wheel, you know you need a few more turns. So you're gonna keep going up. And as you are turning that gear, it's actually increasing the pressure on the e-brake. And I can feel it going up and down. I can feel it getting tighter. All right, so let's try that. Can I move it now? I mean, just barely can I move it. I certainly couldn't move it by hand. I only can move it with the leverage. So if you can't move it by hand, and I can't right now, the trick is come back about 8 clicks. So now, instead of pushing that blade up, I'm gonna push that blade down. There we go, I feel it going down. There it comes. And now, I still can't move it. There we go. There we go. Okay, I can barely move it by hand. So, that is where you want to be, where you can barely move it with your hand, disengaged. Now, the test will be, come in here, throw your e-brake on, and can you move? No way. That ain't moving. So, the other next test is you take it to 2 clicks. And the test now is, at 0 clicks, I can move it by hand. At 2 clicks, I can't move it by hand, but I can move it with a little mechanical advantage. So now I know at 2 clicks, the e-brake is engaging. So remember, you can only do this if your e-brake mechanism is brand new. If your e-brake's 45 years old, there's no way that star gauge or that star bolt is turning. So the only way you can adjust your e-brake is up underneath the car. So the idea is, as the e-brake pads wear down, you can adjust by adjusting the cable underneath the car, or you can possibly continue to adjust in here. But pretty much when you start using this, all that dust and debris is going to get clogged up on those gears, and you're just not going to be able to adjust it. So you only get one shot at adjusting the e-brake. This rear caliper is adjusted. We'll do the other one, and this e-brake is done. Hey, thanks for hanging out at Law Dog Corvette. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Ask me any questions in the comments. I'll answer every one. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.